So you want to know, how do I practice balloon animals without going through a ton of balloons? That is an excellent question. And here's how. I just go like this. Ta-da! And I'm joking, clearly, but only kind of. So you should watch my live streams. Everyone watching this video should watch my live streams, because in my live streams, sometimes I will get asked to make something that I've never made before, okay? And watch what I do. A lot of times I can kind of envision in my head, and if you watch, it's, again, I don't even intentionally do it, but I've gone back and rewatched some of my lives, and I've noticed that subconsciously I will twist it out with my hands. So for example, someone asked me to make a character that I've never heard of, never seen before, and like, hey, could you make this character? And I'm like, huh. And I'll sit there and I'll be think in my head, I'll be like, okay, I would do this, and I go back and watch, and subconsciously, as I'm thinking through how I would make it, I notice my hands are doing the movements, just because I've trained myself that if I think it up here, it happens right here. So as I'm thinking up new designs that I've never made before, I'll sit there and I'll go, and I can envision how the balloons are being shaped, right? But that's, I mean, there are other options as well. So here's two other options for you. So another option is, if you're trying to practice, okay, without using a lot of balloons, you can make something, undo it, and do it again. Now again, it will weaken the latex every time, so after a while it will pop on you. But just, so what you can do, for example, if you're doing a practice on a dog, right? So we're just gonna make a dog. Okay, and we just wanted to do a cute balloon dog, right? And you're practicing on it, okay? So you did it once. So if you don't want to use up a lot of balloons, you can carefully go through and undo it, okay? Carefully. And then the other benefit of it is, now you see, it actually kind of leaves an indent everywhere I twisted the bubble. So now I can go back and I can do it again, and I can twist the dog again. So this is a good way if you're starting out and you don't want to use up a lot of balloons. You can practice by making something, undoing it, and then making it again. There we go. Ta-da! It's a puppy. But one more thing you can do is, see, a lot of people don't know this, but back in the 1600s in Europe, the court jesters and the troubadours of the royal court, they would do something similar. They would do this to entertain the royal court. But they did not have the long, skinny, twisting balloons yet. So they had to use something else. They would use pig intestines. And that's right, this is an actual pig intestine. Well, they wouldn't always use pig intestines. They would take the intestines of whatever animal was slaughtered for the feast, and they would clean it, of course, and dry it, and then inflate it with air. Let me try to get this. It's a little bit harder than with a balloon. There we go. But then they would take the intestines, they would inflate them with air, and then you could twist the intestines into shapes for the entertainment of the royal court. So if you don't want to go through a ton of balloons, you could always try going through a ton of intestines.